We need to be more flexible about where we look for jobs. That's according to the Employment Minister. It comes amid claims some parts of the country are suffering a labour shortage, despite last week's dire unemployment figures. Max Banya visited a small community looking for workers.
90 kilometres west of Dunedin lies picturesque Lawrence, population 400, the site of New Zealand's first gold rush, and for some, still the place to strike it rich.
Business is going brilliantly at the moment. The problem is getting the right people, getting people into the skilled jobs and getting people into the positions that we need to allow the company to grow further.
Tuapeka Gold Print supplies branded products to businesses, bringing in workers from Auckland and overseas to bolster its 70-strong workforce. With unemployment at 13-year highs, the government admits it's grappling with what it calls a geographical mismatch in the job sector.
So we are encouraging people to take a wider look and look at some of the opportunities in some of these regional areas, and also in the Christchurch rebuild, where I think many people will set themselves up for a trades career for their whole lives.
If you're struggling to make ends meet in the big city, consider this. The average house price in Lawrence is just under $160,000. That's less than a quarter of the average price in central Auckland.
Stephen Joyce says businesses could do more to lure job seekers to the regions, but for lifelong Lawrence resident Jim Robertson, there has to be an attitude change first.
New Zealanders don't want to work in factories, they don't seem to want to work on farms, and the worst case scenario for us is if we couldn't solve it, we'd have to think about moving out of the rural area, which would be a tragedy for everybody here.
The government says it's prepared to work with local councils to help stop success stories like Lawrence turning sour. Max Banya, One News.
And later in the bulletin tonight, we look at why the grass isn't always greener for those Kiwis looking for work across the Tasman.
Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall